Do Minnesota cities have a legal right to inspect rental properties without evidence of violations?
That's the critical question in a case now headed to the State Court of Appeals. It stems from a Golden Valley landlord who refused to give inspectors access to a duplex for renewal of a rental license. Bill Hudson's here to explain how cities all around the state will be closely watching the outcome. It's that big of a deal, huh, Bill?
Oh, indeed, Frank, it is. This is largely viewed as a precedent-setting case. If Golden Valley loses the appeal, there's no question it would affect rental housing inspections statewide. This case began when Jason and Jackie Wybesek's Golden Valley duplex came up for its 3-year rental license renewal. City housing inspectors were refused access. The couple claims it's an invasion of privacy.
This is about the right to be left alone.
Anthony Sanders is an attorney with the Institute for Justice, which took on the couple's case.
The principle in this case is whether the government can come into your home without any evidence there's anything wrong in your home.
After the Wybeseks refused access, the city asked a judge for an administrative warrant. It was not granted. So Golden Valley now hopes the State Court of Appeals will affirm its ordinance and grant the inspection.
What is at stake is the simple matter of making sure that we have safe housing that meets minimum housing standards.
Fire Chief John Crelly says inspections are needed to assure the safety of tenants looking for fire hazards and code violations, and they normally give 48 hours notice.
In general, these are announced inspections.
But the Wybeseks say such inspections are unreasonable without evidence of any wrongdoing.
We're trying to reaffirm these old rights that help build this country about the right to be left alone, and that the government cannot pass your threshold unless it has a good reason.
Now, Chief Crelly points out that not all safety violations are obvious to the tenants. Attorneys for the couple say there's nothing to prevent a tenant or landlord, for that matter, from requesting an inspection. What they're against is access to a property when neither party agrees to the visit. They say that's a violation of the Fourth Amendment. Frank?
Big issues and a lot at stake here, Bill. Are other cities weighing in on this?
You bet they are, and they'll be watching closely because the outcome could indeed set a precedent. The League of Minnesota Cities, in fact, has already filed an amicus brief, a friend of the court brief, supporting Golden Valley and the need for these inspection access to inspections.
And I'm sorry, I might have missed it, but when's the ruling expected?
Probably later this spring. It could go to the Supreme Court even this summer.
Bill, thank you.